Hey there, this is Kermit the Streamer. We are doing an Aetherdrift draft here. We've got a basic kind of blue-white affinity deck. That seems to be what I make. We had some really cool cards that we drafted, but couldn't really figure out how to fit into the shell that we were building. We're going to go ahead and play one match here, see if we have time for two. I do have to head to work today, so I don't have an endless amount of time. And my kids could wake up at any time here. But we can get one match in and then finish getting ready for work. I don't have my sound on. Hope that's not affecting whether or not my sound is recording. No, it shouldn't. Forgetting Sarah Angel. Oh, nice. Forgetting Sarah Marshall reference. That's really cool. I like it. Alright, so we're going to a walking sarcophagus as our first turn to play. But we are on the draw. I don't know what I did there. My voice got weird. Alright, so he's going to get to smack me. And then I'll get to smack him. A whole lot of smacking going on. Oh, that's what we're missing. We could have used a guideline optimizer. Alright, let's go ahead and let him trade. If he wants it. No, he doesn't want it. Alright, fantastic. I'm good with that. Make our daring mechanic. That blocks the surveyor nicely. Or takes away a trick. Are we gonna do a bounce off maybe? That's a pretty key piece that I don't have for this deck. I definitely had a chance at one bounce spell that I probably could or should have taken. Ouch. Less good. Feeling less good about life at the moment. Right. We must get speed. We'll probably block the optimizer with our surveyor, because next turn we can put a sloth out, and the nice thing about that sloth is it does have creatureness without being crude, so it's going to do what it needs to do. I was considering cycling away this Gallant Strike, but he's got to have something on his top end that's going to be worth striking. He's stumbling a little bit on mana here, so that's hopefully going to be to our advantage. We are going to get to max speed, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like we'll pretty easily get to max speed, but so will he, so... Oh, he's not attacking. Why would you not attack right there? He must... I just don't know. I don't know at all. I don't know at all. Let's give him a dead draw, because that's not a great top deck in 2-3 turns here. And then we go ahead and set ourselves up for just board domination here. Don't like Guidelight Matrix. All right, we got that one. Now how do we sideboard against this guy? We're gonna have similarly strength, power, and toughness creatures. So Light Shield Parry I think actually really works well. If we were playing against a green player with bigger creatures on average, then Light Shield Parry is kind of like not so good, and maybe even against the red players as well. But against a white-blue deck, I think that's actually pretty decent. Sabotage Strategist is also less useful, I think, but not so much less so that we're not going to keep it. What should we cut? I wonder if it's correct to just cut the glider here. One of the reasons you want the glider, I think, is because you can use that saddle ability to evade and get to max speed when you normally would not be able to. But since we are playing against a similarly colored deck, they're going to have some cheap flyers, or they should. And so the whole point of that card kind of gets a little lost, in my opinion. And just having a 1-drop when we knew we were going to switch to being on the draw was somewhat less appealing. Let's say it that way. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and give him the trade. That's fine. Oh, he's going to use a trick. Yeah, that's a good one. I probably should have taken a Howler's Heavy. That right there is a pretty clutch trick right there. Because he got to do an effect and draw a card. So this was not wasted. He got to eat one of mine. Effectively cast this as a spell instead of casting it as a creature. And he did have to give up a 3/4, which was a pretty good body, but he's got other bodies in hand. I want to block the Optimizer, but I shouldn't. So I think my best play here is to play the air response unit. It makes it hard for him to decide what needs to happen next turn. He's probably just going to attack with the Nimble Thopterist, and I'm not even sure. Maybe I should just let that through. But this gives him a challenge, and there's a possibility here that he just decides it's not worth giving away his 4-drop for my 3-drop. This is a dang good 3-drop, though. But I can afford to take the damage, so I'm going to, because I have got Lotus Guard Disciple. Cool thing about air response unit is the more creatures you have, this thing can do double duty. It can swing in for the attack. Oh dear, another Nimble Thopterist. That's a great card to have in multiples. So he's got a better affinity deck, if you ask me. I think what I'm actually going to do is play Camera Launcher. I can't really go into why I'm deciding to do that. I don't have a solid this is why this needs to happen thing. I am going to go ahead and stick the Surveyor, I think, in front of one of these Thopterists, because it's not an artifact. I kind of need to treat my artifacts like they're precious. The one instance where I just let these Nimble Thopterists through is if he sends everything else. Then I just block one of those things and take a flood of damage. So that's unfortunate. Nothing I can do about it, though. Yep. Golly. Yeah, I think we're losing this one. It definitely has a liability that these serpents have 2 blue in their casting cost. Great card, but it can definitely be slow at times. That seems the best off to me. And we are just too low, I think, to recover from this. We got a little bit of life here. That's a vehicle. Needs a creature to crew. Alright, we lost that one card score. I wonder if we go down 1 Gear Seeker Serpent and then let's just throw something in that does a result. Actually, let's go ahead and get rid of both of our serpents and go with full assailants here. This opponent seems to be looking to try and get evasion through, so I think that's going to be good. I wonder. Sloth long game, it seems really good too. Yeah, I think this is good the way that it is. Maybe we go. Actually, maybe we go Rambler over Sloth. Yeah, let's try that. We get to be on the play, and that would have been maybe a reason to get the second squirrel in there, or whatever. Glider. Sugar glider, whatever that thing is. Alright. No 2-drop in sight, unfortunately, that sucks. We might go ahead and cycle away the Gallant Strike. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Feather Jacket is a sad first drop. First play, rather. But you play your cards, that's what you do. Almost 8 o'clock over here. Not awake. Yeah, sad about it, but we gotta do it. We got our assailant next, 3/3 flyer, so that's okay. He can't attack past that. He didn't know we even had this in our deck because we had taken them out. Fun. If he floods me again, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Pardon my language. So this is nice. These guys aren't targetable by the Ether Jacket. And I can give him a chance here to, yeah, to double block me and then take a huge loss. Okay, nope. Alright. Play the Salvation Engine. That's okay. It wasn't actually going to go online for me anyway. Ugh. I mean, just in a vacuum, turn my deck over, turn his deck over, he's got a better deck, I think. It's unfortunate here that the Riptide Gearhulk is an artifact, because that does mean... Wait a minute. that does mean he gets to eat my Gear Hulk. I think this is probably my best plan. Putting one of his other jackets down here would have been okay too. It just wasn't like amazing or anything. This board I can stabilize he should attack here with the Aetherdrift, and then I block with the Light Shield Parry. Yeah, that's fine. That's what you do. We get to max speed, I think we can do something, right? No, we got nothing that... I mean, this just becomes turned on. We don't get vigilance. Oh yeah, we get vigilance when that turns on. Oh no! See, I probably should have taken one of these and then gotten rid of my sloth, I think, because I had an opportunity to draft one of those. But I didn't take it because I already had what I was calling critical mass on 5 and 6s. But this would have been a better 6 than the sloth, I think, for my deck. Yeah, Guidelight Synergist. Okay. Where the heck is my draw a bunch of cards, gain a bunch of life cards spell? That thing would make all the difference. Okay. Does this get to do its thing when it attacks too? No? Okay. Good. It still attacks as a 6/5 though. That's unfortunate. Do this.